Hello, this is Gil Bryan here. I'm with DS Domination, as many of you probably know, and those of you don't know. But one of the questions I frequently get asked is, how do I get PayPal to lift the holds on my monies? What happens is when you first start drop shipping on eBay, and the money goes into your PayPal account, PayPal puts a hold on that money, so you can't access it. You know, you can see the money there in the transaction to show that the customer paid you, but you can't actually access that money. But so there's a way to get around that. It takes a little time and little few things you have to do, but you can get around that hole so you can have that money immediately. But let me explain what you need to do. What you have to do is you have to become an experienced eBay seller. Now, it's really easy to become an experienced eBay seller. And once you hear how easy it is, compare this to what it would take to become experienced in other businesses. But anyway, to become an experienced eBay seller, you have to have been selling on eBay for at least 90 days. That's right, 90 days. And there's no other way around that. You have to sell for at least 90 days. And maybe you were selling in the past. They could do something for you, but if you're just new to eBay and start selling, you have to be selling for at least 90 days. You have to have at least 25 sales. Now, the good thing about these sales, they could be small items. You could source something from a supplier that's $10 and resell it for $20 or $25. So you're only out this cost of $10 for that item, but do small items like that until you get to 25 sales completed. And you also have to make sure your eBay account has to be in good standings, okay? Which means that when you start off in eBay, they're checking to make sure that you're not a fly-by-nighter and you're not going to leave people hanging. So, last thing you want to do is if a buyer comes to your listing and buys your item and you get the email saying the buyer sent you money for this, fulfill the order. Last thing you want to do is tell the customer, or the buyer rather, that the item is out of stock. You don't want to do that. Now we teach you ways to handle that, but I'm telling you don't want to do that if you can all avoid it. Also, what we have done with this parameters put in. Let me explain one other thing before I tell you about the parameters. Another thing you don't want to do is not fulfill the order because the price may have went up too high. For example, the item you were sourcing was $20. You had it listed for $30, but then you go back to the supplier who had it for $20. They may have that thing for now $35 or $40. And you're like, I'm going to be out of money if I do this. The last thing you want to do is not fulfill that customer's order. eBay does not like that. So what I want to mention to you is that we have certain, in DS Domination, we have certain parameters then within the system which is really neat. If an item's price was to go out of stock or the cost of it was to go up or down, the price will be changed on your eBay listing. So if you're supposed to get a $10 profit and the price of the item went up for $20 to $35, on your eBay listing, the price of that item is going to go up too, to make sure you still get a $10 profit. That's a good thing. That just eliminates a whole lot of headaches. So that's what I make sure that'll help you keep your account in good standing with eBay. Now, so your goal is to get started ASAP. You want to get started, get the 90 days behind you and the 25 sales behind you. And depending on your budget, like I mentioned, start out selling items that are very inexpensive and resell them on eBay for a nice profit until you get out of the PayPal hold, or what I like to call PayPal jail. Once you do, you will find out why so many entrepreneurs or people living overseas or people that's doing drop shipping, why they love eBay as a source of extra income. Because when you don't have that hole, now when customers go and buy and they give you that money, that $40, that $90, that whatever it is, you don't have to use any of your money. You just use that money that they sent you and go and purchase the item, and then have it sent to the customer. All right. Now, if you're serious about wanting to learn how to drop ship on eBay, I encourage you to join me and my team. We have a great team, and it really is about the team. I'm telling you, it really makes a difference what team you're on. You know, we got a great team that really, really looks out for each other. You know, but don't get me wrong, it's about you doing the work. But it's good to be with a good team and get a good foundation. And once you get a skill and learn how to drop ship on eBay or Amazon for that matter, I mean, you can take that skill and just use it for different things and other different sites and everything. But to get started with us, you can either do one thing. You can click on a link in the description below, or just simply go to the website www.dropshipdominationhq.com. So that's www.dropshipdominationhq for headquarters.com. And look forward to seeing you on our team.